Does Deadpool belong here? No! But that's the point. All the other characters, they're trying to be like, oh, that totally should be here. Deadpool's like, he doesn't belong here, and it's amazing.
He knows he's the LC and he don't fucking care.
He's just gonna enjoy himself.
He's just happy to be here.
We brought in Iron Man and Captain Marvel because they're in movies and popular. We're bringing in Deadpool because he's popular and he knows it.
That also is fucking insane.
Don't expect me to be happy because
Thanks, Hunter. You're literally a lifesaver. I'll just lie low until my job is done.
Does your job always require you to steal art?
That's what the client wants, sure. Most of the time it's making people sleep forever. The forbidden nap, if you will. Mercenary work is a grab bag of awful stuff, and it rules.
I mean, necessary evil sounds about right.
I see the necessity of your work.
You do?
Yes. Some forces are too evil to go unchecked.
No,
Yeah.
no, there's a check involved.
Evil.
Usually signed by someone with deep pockets.
Stealing an artifact must be boring by your standards.
You call what we did back there boring? I'd hate to see what you find exciting.
Can you tell me more about the statue?
Do I look like some sort of artsy-fartsy hipster to you?
Yes.
I'm wondering why it was important to you.
Because looking at it made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
I mean, the client wanted it.
Yeah.
If your client was paying you to steal the statue, it must be valuable.
I'm not some TV game show host with a fabulous mustache. I don't get paid to ask questions.
That does not sound very smart.
It's not.
Hey, I'll have you know my IQ is average.
So you will not tell me who you work for?
Unless
I have a
wanna be on the
guess.
receiving end of his punishment. Normally, I'd be into that, but he's too scary.
Von Doom?
Scary how?
So scary that I took a magical portal to a stranger's house in order to stay away from him.
Von
You are
Doom.
welcome to stay at the Abbey for as long as you
He
need.
did say it was
gonna
from,
leave a
you know,
Deadpool-sized
somewhere in
impression on
an
the couch.
eastern block, basically.
That's where I'm headed,
Yep.
unless you still want my attention.
You see, he was in New Jersey.
I have questions, if you do not mind.
Sounds like somebody hasn't looked me up on the internet. Shoot.
How come I have never seen you without the mask?
It's physically glued to my face. If I try and remove it, my skin peels off like gum stuck on the bottom of a shoe.
That sounds unpleasant.
The mask helps hide what's going on under here. It ain't pretty, and I don't want to make people barf just by looking at me. That's not as fun. Or I can be honest and say there wasn't the budget for it. You pick whichever one sounds better.
I find it hard to believe you are ugly.
Hey now, I never called myself ugly. This is to protect the softies who can't handle what peak male hotness looks like.
I know for a while he was cursed to look like Tom Cruise.
Oh my.
What is your special ability? I have not seen it yet.
Just 'cause I can't shoot lasers or pick up and yeet a bus doesn't mean my power is invisible. Wait, unless I can turn invisible now. Hold on, let me try. Nope, still only got my super regeneration.
Regeneration? You are able to heal quickly?
My healing factor can basically bring me back from anything. No hand, no body, no prob. My cells are always regenerating.
That is incredible.
Makes the life of a Merc a lot easier when you literally can't die. Sounds good on a business card, too.
Staying just ahead of the cancer.
Can you tell me more about your katanas?
Oh, the girls? I'm so glad you asked. They never get any attention. Guns are so impersonal. I like using the old hack and slash approach with these puppies.
I also use swords. Using them takes much skill and strength.
I might not look it, Hunter, but I'm as skilled as hell swordsman. We should dance sometime.
With our swords or with each other?
Yes.
Both.
Can you tell me why you are called the Merc with a mouth?
My mouth is special, Hunter. I say all kinds of words with it. That's kind of my shtick.
I do not understand. We all have mouths. What does it mean?
It means I talk a lot, hence Merc with a mouth. I crack jokes and break the fourth wall so much that I may as well be the Kool-Aid Man.
Who were you before becoming Deadpool?
A cat.
I was just a normal dude, except I had terminal cancer. Then I went through an experiment that was supposed to cure me, but surprise, it didn't. Instead of dying, I got the diagnosis of living forever because of a big oopsie done by bad people who turned Wade Wilson into this guy.
Wade Wilson?
Oops, that's me. Well, before all that crap.
It sounds like you have dealt with a lot, Wade.
Don't even think about it. I have a badass superhero name for a reason.
Before we came to the Abbey, you said you were going to be DLC. What does that mean?
Deadpool living comfortably.
Sure.
What?
I misspoke. Talk later, Deadpool.
We got
Stringing me
Deadpool.
along?
We got
How
Deadpool.
cruel.
Any cooler than bringing him back to the Abbey?
So, the team encountered some new breed vampires up close. Your thoughts?
They stink.
As Nico says, I am not a fan.
Right there with you.
Sin's involvement concerns me.
Same. I'm still not clear on why some Hydra forces left with her, and others served as vampire food.
Agreed. Hydra is involved with the vampires. It is not yet clear how.
Don't worry. I'm gathering all the intel you'll need. Soon enough, we'll kick the new breed back into whatever hell they crawled out of. Anything else on your mind?
What can you tell me about this new breed?
Nothing. We don't know anything.
From a spotty, centuries-old reference and the data we've collected, new breed vampires are basically fangs, claws, and a bottomless stomach. They live to feed. But they don't drink blood. They eat people whole.
Can they turn humans into vampires?
Well, they create new hemolisks from whatever they can't digest. Strain suggested some kind of dark magic regurgitation.
The boundaries of dark magic are ever expanding.
And
Root
gross.
beer.
I won't mind if they shrink a little.
Root beer.
How do classic vampires differ from new breed vampires?
These Zoomer vampires are more outgoing. They hunt in packs and don't seem to care if anyone notices them. They have similar weaknesses, sunlight still kills them, but not everything lines up. No need to invite them in, they're happy to smash through the door. Oh, and while they don't turn people into vampires, they can infect classic vampires who then serve as portable hemolisks for the
Again,
new
I
breed.
feel like this was a Morbius storyline in comics.
Eh,
What do we know about Sin?
Apparently, she's a vampire. A vamp classic, not the new breed. That was news to me. Before that, S.H.I.E.L.D. knew her as a decently competent Hydra luminary. Sin always got a ton of leeway because she's Red Skull's grandkid.
Red Skull?
A
The yin to
Nazi.
Steve's yang. Founded Hydra, fought on the wrong side of World War II, and had a nasty itch for world domination.
Do you
Hydra
think
or
Sin
not
could be working
Nazis?
for my
Potato
mother?
frittata.
She and Faustus used to fight like a sack of rats. Whatever her game is, Hydra as a whole doesn't seem to be a part of it.
I mean, the hunter doesn't know what Nazis are.
True.
Thanks, Carol.
Sure thing.
We haven't even met
Anything
Captain
else on your
America
mind?
yet, so
Nope.
she doesn't know who Steve is.
Yeah. Why are you giving us the idea
Thanks,
that we're gonna have
Carol.
to talk to you some more?
Catch you later.
There we go.
What else is there?
Looks
Agatha.
like Agatha, yeah.
Just Agatha.
Yes, Agatha.
Yeah, Agatha. Exactly, Agatha.
Just Agatha. And nothing else.
The more the merrier, right?
Also, we did not
Bringing
get
Deadpool
any
into the
offer
fray was your
to
decision. I
offer
hope
to
it's
hang
the
out
best.
tonight. Because
Because
whoever
we
you,
brought Deadpool.
well, whoever you take on the mission is going to be your most likely hangout partner.
Yeah. But still, I wouldn't be surprised if people are like, we don't want to hang out with you. You brought Deadpool here.
You bitch.
You are this girl. You admit that, right?
We better be
Yay!
friends with the puppy.
Yep. Every day you have to pet or praise the dog, and the dog will slowly get friendship level up.
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear, especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Ah, Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the
Yes.
old days.
The
Yes.
Phantom wants us
But how
to
do you
ignite
think
the
that was
cauldron.
possible?
I'm sure
It's
nothing
not
bad
just
will
any
result
flame
from
we're
this.
talking about here.
We're gonna make hot
Maybe you've
chocolate.
heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious. The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember.
So now we have to go find the tunnel. And luckily we have a waypoint that's going to kind of point us in the right direction.
It'll show us the way.
Yep. We're up to level 3. Okay. Still don't know why Lantern distrusts him. Let's see, where is it?
Tunnel.
Are we on the wrong side of the map, baby?
I mean, no, the thing is like right here. The waypoint has pointed me right here.
Hmm.
In this exact spot. I just gotta find the entrance in the area. There it is.
It's a
This
ladder.
must be the tunnel entrance Agatha spoke of.
Go.
Mushroom.
Gotta get the mushrooms.
Gotta get the mushroom.
This must be an ember from the forge.
Ow, ow, ow.
Anybody here seen the movie Spies Like Us?
A long time ago.
Darn it.
I know my mom was a big fan of that movie.
Because all I could think of when she approached the fire was, hot, hot, hot!
Hang on, let me grab that. Thank you.
Did I get more? I don't think so. Because it does point out which ones we haven't read today. I know I read that one. I guess some of them spawned again.
I have the ember. The bottle is not even warm.
If it were giving off any heat at all, I'd be concerned, given the enchantment on that vessel. Now, let's see if this old girl still works.
We've summoned Mephisto, got it.
So I can use the cauldron to brew things?
Essentially, yes. Collect reagents on the Abbey grounds. You'd be surprised what we can make use of.
And I just drop the ingredients in? Is that not dangerous?
That's part of the fun, isn't it? And I see you've already found a recipe book. I doubt you'll have any trouble following along.
Time to make a cookie that turns someone into a cat.
But we don't have any cats to get hair off of.
We have dog.
That dog doesn't have hair. So let's see. We've unlocked minor attack essence, a steel wind pallet, and healing salve. And then it wants us to go ahead and use the cauldron. So if I get a hold of Death Caps and Nightshade, I can make that. If I find more Wolfsbane, we can make healing salves. Strength tonic. Nightshade. Attack essence, which is not bad. Skill essence. Just ways to boost our essence totals over there. And we can make some gifts. Of course, it would be common gifts, so not a lot of bonus from those. And the Steel Wind palette.
Lovely, dear. You're a natural.
And he gave us a dagger.
We have a knife.
We have a knife.
A knife.
What you got there? A knife! No!
It's just obvious he's supposed to have a knife.
Let's see. I do believe that is it for the day. Unless I want to go hunt down more reagents or anything like that that might have regrown in the past 24 hours in game.
The horrible thought that Ominous gets a hold of a cursed knife, just growls and gives off smoke and just very unpleasant to be around. And it's very much, ain't this the greatest thing? What she promised you, which is beyond my wealth, beyond my imagination.
I am going to do a quick once-over of the interior of the Abbey. make sure there aren't any little glowies to pick up. Because it doesn't take too long, and there are usually a few little shiny orbs to pick up. I don't know if you can actually eat one.
I can try, damn it.
You can try. I'm not gonna deny you your ability to try. Just don't know if it'd do much.